All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I know a lot of you here today came last week, so thanks for coming again. We are here to bring you more fantastic content. But before we get to that, uh, I just want to run over some quick housekeeping. So first, this is a Zoom webinar. It is being recorded. If you have a question, use the chat. We have disabled the Q&A for today as we want to answer your questions live as they come through in the chat. So please put your questions in the chat as you think of them. Today should be a fantastic session where you get all of your questions answered. And then we want to hear from you. We do have that post-event survey, right? It helps create content for the future. So we really want to have you put that information in the survey. 2 lucky survey participants will be randomly selected to win a $25 Amazon gift card. Can always help during the summer. And then a quick reminder of our next upcoming webinar that will be on May 13th from 11 a.m. to 12 o'clock p.m. Central. We are partnering with Verizon Business to talk about AI at the endpoint, so we hope to see you there. You can register for that on dtuck.com. It is officially live as of this morning, so if you're interested, definitely head on over there and register for that. Once again, that will be on May 13th from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Central Time. Without further ado, I am done talking. Rowan, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Jack. Hello, everyone. Very good morning, very good evening. Thank you for joining. So we're all set to learn about SupportAssist for Business PCs. This is session 2. Let me share my screen. We heard your feedback based on the registrations responses. So these are the topics which you are truly interested in to listen in. I'm going to use the next 1-hour session to talk about all these various features of SupportAssist for Business PCs based on your responses. So this, we heard you, and the SupportAssist user interface, driver management, or how to update the BIOS or firmware, as well as creating custom workflow scripts. And we will also talk about proactive, predictive capabilities of SupportAssist. I'll also guide you on how to organize or do the sites and groups hierarchy. So those things we'll talk. So as the time progresses, you can please feel free to ask any questions. I will try to answer relevant to the topic. I can answer instantly. I'll have the chat open. Very good morning. Then yeah, let's go start. And I'm assuming you're already went through the session 1, which we had in last October. And also we heard some feedback from this previous session in Tech Direct last week, which happened on April 4th. Yeah, we heard all that feedback, and a lot of you have shown interest in learning about custom workflow scripts. We will also talk about or discuss in detail on that. So without any further ado, I'm going to start discussing about SupportAssist for Business PCs. And for those who have joined new, I'm going to give a quick overview. SupportAssist for Business PCs is tailor-made just for IT organizations, IT companies. For the purpose of the application, the client application is for the IT admin to have 100% control in automating their asset management and reviewing the PC telemetry, then taking actions based on the telemetry which is received, and proactive predictive alerts, which SupportAssist can automatically create a support case or dispatch on behalf of the end user without interrupting the end user productivity, taking 100% control and the configurable with several configurable options, making use of this AI-enabled SupportAssist features to make things better for them for their daily tasks. So that's the main purpose of this application, which is widely used by large business and small business, medium business, all kinds of customers use this application as of today. In the session one, I did a quick review on SupportAssist, how to configure SupportAssist, from where it has to be downloaded, and how to deploy SupportAssist. So those three things which we covered from SupportAssist session one. So today we'll primarily talk about the features which you had asked for, right? We'll talk about this in detail in the next 55 minutes. Please feel free to ask any questions during this time, okay? So let me start with support. So SupportAssist is a small agent, a lightweight agent which runs on the PC, and it monitors the hardware. Then it uploads the telemetry to our cloud platform. So our cloud platform is techdirect.dell.com, Dell Technologies TechDirect, right? So the telemetry is populated here, so that IT admin need not, like if they have 100,000 PCs or 100,000, so they can monitor all the assets here from this, right from here, this console, right? So it provides overview, like entire overview of the so their PC fleet, and it gives a health status, the application experience, security. So it gives a nice little overview here, so that the IT admin can make a decision. So if there are any hardware alerts, failures, software versions, the breakdown of service plans, right? So this is an overview page. Similarly, I think in session one, I kind of went through the preferences. So very quick overview on these things, like auto update, support assist, these things. Then do you not see the screen share?
We still
Do you
see
see?
the registration responses if there's another
Okay,
slide.
let me see. Sorry about. Okay, do you see TechDirect portal now? Is it
There it
visible?
is.
Okay,
Yep.
thank you. Thank you. So Dell TechDirect is our cloud platform. So here you can see the overview page which I was talking about. Uh, health, application, security, trend health. So all this is a quick overview on for an IT admin to make decisions, service plan, the breakdown of warranty, and software support assist versions, and operating system Windows 11 or Windows 10. So this is a quick overview, PC recommendations, utilizations, so, which IT admin can take a quick look at their entire PC fleet. Right? And also session one, I went through how to configure support assist, auto update, various preferences, schedule scans, right? These are all configurable, and also user interaction. So there is user interaction, so that support assist user interface will be populated, will be shown on the end user PC. I'll quickly go through that application. So here, the options here are for the IT admin is do not allow users to open. So few large business customers or few customers may choose not to interrupt the end user, so they will hide it. So it can be hidden. And then user with admin rights, only those users who have local admin rights may open SupportAssist UI and perform driver scans or hardware scan. Then allow all users to open and run, right? So this is a new feature which we brought in, where you have an option for even those users who have no admin rights. You can enable this option. If this option is enabled, then they can perform the driver updates. And we also got another option here, where you can choose, if you don't want end users to perform critical updates, you can exclude that. And then uh, if the IT admin wants to do the BIOS updates on their own and the firmware updates and leave just the application software to the end user, then that is possible. So you can customize that. And it is also drilled down into which of these drivers. So if you want to have a control of video and chipset, so this is how the configuration can be done. Okay. this is a control you have. Then once the changes which are done here, the configurations, it will almost in near real time, they're going to be applied in the UI, in the user interface on the end user PC. This is now your IT employee who's opening Support Assist based on the configuration settings you have enabled for them, right? So this is Support Assist user interface. From here, even if it's an admin or non-admin, so based on these settings, they can do a driver updates, hardware scan, and boost PC performance or optimize their PC network, and remove viruses. Remove viruses is a complementary service which we have here. It runs alongside the actual antivirus which you have, right? So these, from here they can just do a scan, and the history of the events will be shown here. How much disk space was recovered, and this is for end user to perform these actions. It also provides the system configuration to the end user, what's the memory and things. Then when you do schedule scans, does it just scan for drivers needed, or does it scan and install? Are there any 3 ways to get updates, schedule scan, user manual? Yeah. So the schedule scans, yeah, admin, non-admin. So if you can choose for both admin and non-admin, or admin or a non-admin. So there are 3 ways you can do that. Does it just scan for drivers needed, or does it scan and install? Yeah, it scans and installs. So what it does is it provides you the recommendations here. So it doesn't automatically install. So it gives a chance for the IT admin or the end user to review them, review the result set, then provide you the recommendations. Based on the recommendations, the end user can choose what to install and what not to install. They can defer it also. All recommendations will be, you'll be able to review them. Yeah, this is important with non-admin. That's very nice. Yeah. So we have brought in that new feature. All right. Admin using the dashboard to push updates at will without user interaction. Won't this allow? Yeah. Yes, it is possible. So this is another option I'm going through, because you had asked for user interface, how it looks. I'm just going to the option where scan is removing registry key that we add in add remove that we use to identify company PC that can be configured. Yeah. So registry keys. So it depends on the boost performance, right? So optimized network. So these things, what it does is like any orphaned registry keys, it's going to remove. Orphaned, like those registry keys which never gets deleted, it's going to optimize. As part of the optimization, it's going to do that. So, but it should not uninstall or remove. Okay, so then you can just exclude this feature, optimized network. So your IT admin has to exclude this preference only for set of users. Maybe what you can do is, this is site and groups, right? So these are various sites and groups. For a group of PCs, if you don't want it to be happen for a group of PCs, you can customize that preference for by removing the optimizer, remove viruses. That's possible for a set of PCs. Okay, so I'll quickly switch over to, so this is a user interface. We don't want end users to do anything. My God, yeah. So that is the option. So you don't want, so the greatness of Support Assist, as far as I know, which no other client application is having, is the IT admin has 100% control. If you don't want, just simply just choose this checkbox or radio button, do not allow users to open and run Support Assist. That's all. And save it almost in near real time. You can just avoid end users to open Support Assist. You have 100% control on it, right? So it is all yours. And again, this is based on the groups and settings. Groups, various groups. You can have like a set of, like if you have executive PCs, you can have a separate group just for the executives, and have customizations differently. And for different various users, you can group them. Yeah. right? So I provided a detailed explanation on the configurations, customization in session 1. Please feel free to review that as well. And especially with remote actions, when remote actions is you have the control here, you can just run all remote operations without end user interaction. So end user does not get any interruption, or it doesn't interfere. Even reboot, if it is a BIOS update, you can even suppress that. Got it? And within the time range, you can provide the time range at what interval the remote action has to happen. Okay. So then I will quickly go over the how do you do the driver updates or driver management. So we have two options. SupportAssist provides you two options for the IT admin. Install driver scan hardware, is that considered? Yes. Remote actions, there are two things, right? So remote action is driver updates, even hardware scan. If you want to remotely scan a hardware, that is a remote action. And schedule scans, all these are like remotely done. That means on end user PC, which is remotely done or triggered from by the IT admin onto the end user PC, is the remote scan or remote action, remote update, right? So I'll just go here in recommendations. You can see, so SupportAssist, once it scans and collects the inventory, then provides you the recommend, okay, this PC needs so-and-so drivers. So that collection will be uploaded and populated on this cloud portal in TechDirect. So here it will show by PC or by the driver model. So there are two views you have, right? So here, the PC model, the current version, the type of the BIOS driver application, and current version, recommended version, and the criticality, critical recommended collection date. This is the very latest from last week. So this is like 1 week ago. So you can force a scan and then get the latest collection as well. That's possible, or wait for the frequency which you have set, that is weekly. It will upload if there is any change, and the host name, right? So critical. So you can just choose critical updates and then click next, provide a name, driver updates, choose a time. So choose a time when the updates have to be triggered on your end user PCs. Start time, date and time. So this will be valid for 3 days. So we kept it to 3 days just to make sure, because nowadays drivers, they change rapidly. New drivers will be available. So to have the current and latest updates are always, so we kept it to 3 days. So the PC user has to log in for 3 days. The PC should be online so that driver can be applied. So it attempts 3 days, then the request goes back like as a failed, that the PC is offline. Then the IT admin again has to come back and trigger it. But you have the schedule option. You can schedule it based for a set of groups. And here we have given one more ring deployment we have provided. This is if you have more than 100 PCs, if you don't want like an end user, the IT network to get all 100 PC drivers at once, you can do a ring deployment. Stage 1 of 50 PCs, stage 2, 50 more PCs, so that the network load will be low, right? So you can use this slider to move if there are 100 PCs, more than 100, and then schedule it. Ring 1, ring 2. So once the ring 1 is done, then it goes to the ring 2 and confirms. Yeah. So here, IT admin, so compared to DCU scan, yeah, it also does similar thing. But here, as you can see, this is a great user interface. IT admin has the job becomes very easier for an IT administrator if they use this custom TechDirect portal, which can be accessed from anywhere. So they have and then using these sliders and these options uh, in a nice user interface, you have the IT admin has a more control and more customizable and configurable options are provided here in the TechDirect portal on a cloud. So that's why it will be useful for those who can make it useful by like easily navigating with a user interface and taking an action. So job becomes easy with SupportAssist Tech Direct. And the other view is check for updates here. Yeah, so choose a BIOS, and then this is based on the driver model, right? So if there are 100 pieces, it will show, okay, BIOS has 100 pieces, and all you can do is like based on this BIOS, select and update, BIOS update. So for BIOS update, we have an application called Central Resource Manager. So this is needed. It's an optional application, which is needed only if your BIOS are configured with the passwords. If not, if there is no password for your BIOS setup, so you can just directly say, you need not install Central Resource Manager. Central Resource Manager is a small application which we have given, like it is a utility. It will be hosted on your one of the file servers, like somewhere where that PC should be accessible from rest of your 100 PCs, right? Or entire PC fleet. So you have the utility and import the passwords there, the BIOS passwords there. And then SupportAssist at runtime, like when you schedule a BIOS like this, like when you schedule it, if at runtime it reads that password which is there in your utility on your server, and then at runtime it's going to apply the BIOS password and update the BIOS. So during this process, it is never going to save the password anywhere on your PC or at Dell end. So it just runtime, it picks up from the utility to the like local host within the inter process within your utility to the client PC, the agent which is there on the bus. So the communication happens inter process. Then the password will be applied during the BIOS update. Okay. Similarly, we also have option for the firmware. You can also update firmware of a dock station from here. So docks, if you have dock stations connected to the PC, and SupportAssist can identify if there is a updated firmware, and it will show the recommendations here. So firmwares can be updated as well in the similar fashion. Right. So so that's about BIOS and how to update drivers from the Dell recommended updates. Now I'm going to show you one more option where you can. So we have under settings, there is PC update source. We have two ways you can update this: Dell recommended updates and custom catalog. Custom catalog. So Dell recommended this is directly, we will populate the recommendations directly from Dell. Right? Custom catalog updates is something which you have 100% control on. What catalog are you create the catalog? You want only BIOS, nothing else. You can have a catalog created and deploy only BIOS. So you have the control. And these are the three powerful settings which you have. Automatically apply updates to new PCs, and PCs move to groups with custom catalog. So this is, if there is today you have created a catalog for 100 PCs of Latitude model, then there are 100 more which are shipped, right? So you need not apply catalog again. You need not log into the PC. So this helps when you have a new set of PCs or when you have a new hires, you are setting up a PC for them. So it's easy. So when you choose a checkbox here, so you don't have to remember all the drivers, the catalogs will be automatically applied to the new PCs which are onboarded. Same thing with the next one, catalog. So today I have pushed BIOS 1.0. If there is BIOS 2.0, then you have created 2.0. So when you choose this checkbox, it automatically does it. So just to avoid a work, like a redundant work to the IT admin, these great preferences are provided. And the third one is also useful for those customers who are in low bandwidth regions. So so this one, instead of getting it over internet, the driver download, if a driver is download is about 50 MB, and if you have 1,000 PCs, so that's a cost on the internet bandwidth. So it saves your organization's internet bandwidth. So instead of that, what you can do is you can just put it to your file server in your local server, so that every other PC gets it from the local within the file server. So it downloads once and then gets the rest of the time it can get it from the local file server. That is a purpose of these three features. So once you have this, Okay, so I'm switching. So I'll just go over how do you create a catalog quickly. So once, yeah. Product series, fleet, and model. So there are three different types of choices you have. Optiplex, precision. So these models, you can choose uh, a model, then you can, then it gives an option. Like I'll just show you catalog test. Right? Update types. So like I said, I want only firmware to be updated, nothing else. You can have a catalog and then set an importance, only critical, then create. So a catalog will be created. Another useful with this one is you can test it. You can create a definition. So this is all Optiplex. OS selection, you can change these settings. Right. So then create a draft, create a new draft. Right. A draft is created. Then it creates, then it from draft, it creates, it moves into test mode. So where you can test the catalog before you move it to production. Then you can apply it. So then you can deploy the catalog. This is a feature. So draft is ready, right? So you can change it to test, or you can make last minute changes, anything like only latest, only recent, choose what you need. More control. This is more control what exactly you need. So this is for those customers who requires more control than just providing a Dell recommendation. So then, okay, deploy catalog. So then you choose to which site and group you need to deploy the catalog for that particular catalog. Choose a catalog and then deploy it. So once a catalog is deployed, it will show the status here. So how many are in queued state, in progress, success. It provides a great granular details on each PC. How many catalogs have successful. So those details it will show. Okay. So any questions on catalog deployment? I also wanted to show you so once here in recommendations, you can see the status of the driver updates which you have triggered. Here, it is also possible here. It will show uh, that how many PCs have success and failed and this status. It will show at PC level, it will show the details. Right? And these details can also be exported into CSV or PDF. These are all these details. Right? So then I will move to the next topic. There's a site and groups. I just want to give a quick overview on the site and site groups and custom groups. So you can, as I mentioned, SupportAssist can be deployed into multiple, you can configure multiple groups. If you have 100 PCs, you can have 10 groups, 10 into each group and have a different customizations. That's possible, right? So once you have those many groups, you can organize and move them from move PC from one group to other group. Like it's a moving PC means if a user is moving from one, like Austin to Dallas, then you can move from Austin group to Dallas group. So that is a idea behind this logic. And when you download Support Assist, even before you download, it's better. The best practice is to uh, have the hierarchy ready. How your organization IT department is set up. Where are your PCs are located, geographically located across the world, or could be the country or various buildings within the same city. How your IT department is set up. So it's important to you have define that. Okay, so that you can plan. You want to have a one site and multiple groups, or you want to have multiple groups and multiple groups within multiple sites. right? So that that hierarchy can be decided at the beginning, then it becomes easier for you to manage assets. Usually it depends on the customers types, and also we also have a provision where if you don't want, if site 2 if site 2 IT admin do not want their technicians to view the assets, alerts, telemetry of site 1, you can hide them. So like you can have your own thing, you can have your own view, so that every site can do their own job. So that's possible. Or you can have one site and have multiple groups and have customizations for each group. So moving an asset between groups is easier than sites. So yeah, it depends. You can, so the best thing is you have to decide it even prior to downloading SupportAssist, so that it becomes easier. Even within download SupportAssist, you have an option in deployment package manager to define a group name there, so that group will be created and move all assets under the group. So that can be done. So group can be assigned to a particular PC during the deployment or after the deployment using either Excel or using this online view. So you can also download all the groups and assets, then edit in the Excel, then upload it again. So that's possible. Laptops, is there any easy way to split laptops and desktops up when applying updates? I ask because during the day, laptops are on, but desktops are mainly using RDP. Very nice. Then at night, we notice laptops are off and desktops are idle, not running. Very true. So I would say for that, so I'll go through this option. Probably this might help you. So you can have a search criteria. You can have a criteria created, service tag or asset tag, right? So you can either go by service tag or service tag, or you can just choose a product type, service plan. So all these are various criteria you have. Let's say product type or model. Just choose a model. If you know model, if you know which are desktops or let's say Inspiron, right? So choose this, then add any other condition, then, or even you can go to the like at particular, you can exclude a service tag or anything, and then click search. So once the search is created, once it provides you the result set of those laptops or desktops, then create a custom group, right? Custom group. So what it does is, this is a good way. I would recommend doing this. So like just for this testing, I'll choose uh, precision, because which is my PC. Okay. So then once you have it, create a custom group, give the name as like laptop. In a static group, the list PC remains same. So that means there is precision 6 of this model is only one PC today. And if you have to make it like a dynamic group, you can switch, because tomorrow this condition may be mapped to criteria may be met for 10 more pieces, right? So it's better to keep it like dynamic group. So then create a group. So it's going to create. Now what you have to do is like come to the recommendations again and choose custom groups and choose a laptop which we just created, and then apply the driver updates for that. So this is one good way where you can segregate sub laptops and desktops and create two different groups and have a criteria, and then use a custom groups, dynamic groups. So as you keep adding laptops or desktops, you need not come here. So automatically groups are created and respective driver recommendations are there. So then you can apply them, schedule them like during day and night. So because there is a schedule option, you can make use of it and uh, schedule the drivers. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to go through this custom catalog. This is custom groups. This is a very useful feature Yeah, I would like a lot of customers to adopt this. When a PC ends up in several groups, it is you logically it is not possible for a one same PC to end up in service tag. So I mean different groups. It's not possible from the core point of view, right? Uh, at a time, the PC can stay in only one group. It's not possible. Configure run scans on. Is there a way to configure settings, run scans on custom groups? Seems like you can only do that on site groups. Run scans optimizations. Yeah, today uh, custom groups only we have leveraged only for driver management, but soon we will expand it to scans. Is there a way to set up a dynamic group based on IP scopes? So the only criteria as of today you have are these uh, as of today, but we hear your feedback. Um, Definitely we will look into that. So as of now, you can change it to the most used these things. Today, the PC utilization, the battery health, most customers are using these battery health. If it is less than 30%, then apply the drivers or uh, PC utilization. These are the most used. Will there be any new feature changes to allow more phases to deployments or more granular control over sites and groups? uh, Feature changes to allow more phases to deployments. Yeah, I think yeah, we have provided. So I think the best for driver management, this is a granular level where you have the custom groups is available for sites and groups, and even during the deployment, even here you have an option to choose which site and group. Only those can apply. So these levels are provided here, right? And you have ring deployment. You can choose only 50 PCs. That is possible. And besides this, you also have uh, like at fleet level, at particular PC level, you can go and run the drivers and scans. You can from here, okay, run tasks and run force. This is like on a particular PC, you can run a scan and scan a hardware or scan for drivers and update them. This is one single PC level. Okay, then I will switch over to one other important topic. Dynamic groups are validated every 24 hours. Yes. So yes. So it's a dynamic group. So you have added every 24 hours. It looks if there is a new PC added, then it adds it. That's right. You're right. Then I'll go over the very useful feature is remediation rules. Okay. You're welcome, Robert. Remediation rules. This is a great feature, I would say, in Support Assist, where SupportAssist is providing you a library of scripts already. So why these scripts are useful to to ease the job of IT admin, right? So they have like daily day-to-day tasks. In recent times, what I've noticed was Windows 11. So every customer, every company is moving to like upgrading to Windows 11. So finding which PCs are still not compatible or which are compatible to so that they can speed up the task. So we have provided a script, a Windows 11 script. So what it does is it's going to check if it meets the minimum requirements which are required to get upgraded for Windows 11, and the script will provide uh, the details like okay which PCs still are compatible or not compatible, so that IT admin can take action. All they have to do is just choose the script and run it on a certain rule types and a particular schedule to a set selected PCs, then it's going to give you the result. So today we have two options, Dell workflow and custom workflow. Dell workflow today there are 70 PCs and it's going the list is growing at faster speed. So I'll just go through this, how you can do this. So rule, type your rule name, uh, test rule. Okay. Del workflow. Then I just want to give you a quick overview on types of scripts which we have. Security scripts are there. Optimization, maintenance, detection. So it can detect if there is a blue screen on your PC, or if a particular trigger point, it finds, okay, if blue screen is going to happen, it can detect and then inform the user or take a remediation step. Okay. Then network, it can check the network optimization you can do from here. Performance, boost the performance. Audio, if there are audio issues, it can repair it and fix it. And power management. Okay, battery health, you can leverage. If the battery is really dead, you can use a script. We have a script like battery charge policy update. You can leverage its life a little bit more time, so that by the time you get a new battery, the life can be extended. So the scripts are very powerful and very useful. So these are most widely used scripts which you have today. Okay. Any questions, let us know. Antivirus, BIOS password. So the most used are BitLocker compliance. You can check that, and BIOS password compliance. These are all like optimizations, are those things. Then once you select it, there are three types. Rule type scheduled. The one which you have is scheduled. Then run once now, and the telemetry. Okay, telemetry. I'll just try to get a script which can be useful for telemetry. With the telemetry, let's say if there is a bad battery on there are several PCs which are with a bad battery, right? Or the CPU performance is always above 80% or 70%, and you want to take action on them. So those are telemetry scripts. So then the telemetry will be useful, the telemetry option. So take action. The script will run only on those PCs which have the battery or the CPU performance greater than 80%. Right? So detect and remediate. Okay. Next, I'll just choose one. Okay. I'll choose a frequency when the script has to run. What time? AM, PM, daily. Then assign it to a particular PC, particular group, or you can just choose a service tag and only provide the service tag. So very customizable, and you can do one PC at a time or to a selected set of PCs or groups. Very configurable. Right. So any questions on telemetry, scheduled, run once now, right? So you can do one at once or telemetry. Okay. Then we also have the great feature is a custom workflow. So you have the PowerShell script. So it's important when you have a PowerShell, so it should run on like PowerShell 7. PowerShell 7 is used. So your script should be developed in PowerShell 7, and upload your own script. Then once a script is uploaded, you can change the custom workflow. So what is a custom workflow? You can even have your own start flow, right? And then PowerShell, have your script. Point your input is your PS file, the one which you have uploaded, right? Then select the file which you have uploaded. Then if it requires approval, okay, do you want the PowerShell to be approved by your IT administrator? If right, or if someone else, other company administrator, right, you can ask for it. And should it run on system or current user context, system context? So this, and then you can add one more and then link them, right? So this is a custom workflow. Aside, what you can do is you can also use, we have provided some some common functions which can make use, like for example, start service name. You can use a service, and this is a ready-made function which is available for you. Start service by, right? So service and stop the service. Before you execute the script, stop and start, right? So that's possible. So you can do this, create your own workflows in any order you wish, and then get it executed. Right. So yeah, I have not selected the PowerShell, so it provided. So then choose options like telemetry. So these are the three telemetry. Can we import custom workflow scripts? Yeah, yeah. You can. So this is where you can import, right? So you have the script already, so you can upload it, and once you have modified everything, right, you have created your own workflow, so then you can even download it. Once you update everything, you can even download it. So here, choose the telemetry. If you want CPU utilization greater than 80, run the script for 1 minute or 2 minutes. You can put a time interval. And the same thing, disk time utilization, and we have memory utilization. So this is the one feature which is actively in use by customers, which they use telemetry. So they target it to a PC, set of PCs which needs attention, and then get the remediation done, either using custom workflow or using the Dell workflow, and assign to a set of PCs. Create as a draft, and you can even edit it later on. Okay, so this is how you create a custom workflows or make use of one of the Dell workflow setup. So once you have your scripts are created, you can even manage them later on. Okay, upload a management, creating or modifying the custom workflow which you had created. So that's possible. Then I will switch. If you have no questions, I will switch to, on this topic, I will switch to another very useful topic is alerts, hardware alerts. So SupportAssist have proactive and predictive capability. Does pushing Dell installs through Dell management portal and Intune allow for customizations in the future? Yeah, as of now, regarding this question, today, Dell management through Dell management portal, which is manage.dell.com, SupportAssist can be deployed so automatically. So that means an application will be automatically created in SupportAssist in Intune, so that you don't have to create Intune Win package. Using management portal, you can just by click of a button, it will create an application, create all that is needed. So once it is deployed, then SupportAssist can be configured. You configured and apply the configuration there on it. As of now, we are providing only deployment is available via Dell management portal to Intune. Yeah, there are we are still looking into other features which can be leveraged using Dell management portal, other SupportAssist features. You still need to come back to Tech Direct after deploy from Intune. Yes, that's right. Jess is correct. The Dell management portal is only for deployment. So still need to come back Tech Direct to manage the assets, alerts, and even configuration. So, but it helps customers who they need not deploy a 700 MB file like to each PC. Uh, uh, or I mean, you need not create an application or create an Intune Win package. All it is done via automatically use a click of button using manage.dell.com. Right. So then I'll quickly go over alerts, hardware alerts. SupportAssist can detect proactive alerts and then populate the details here in Tech Direct so that they can take actions. Proactive is even before an SSD or a battery or a hard drive fails, SupportAssist can detect it. Based on the analytics, it monitors over the period. Then the algorithm determines, okay, this PC requires a new dispatch. Then it populates the details here in Tech Direct, or there are very useful features where they can make use of this. So either keep them in alerts page or forward them to another solution. So we have ServiceNow integration, which is available today. So that is any incoming hardware alert will automatically route it to ServiceNow. Then an incident will be created for your tech support or technicians to take action. Or you can forward it to Dell. So Dell will send you a dispatch or technical support assistance based on the configuration rules which are set here. Okay, so these are all the configurable settings. So one support assist, so that's about alerts, and we have PC telemetry. So you have support assist collects the PC telemetry, PC health, application, and security. It provides the details here. Application, which application is in forefront, or how long, foreground or background it's running, how long, and what are the crash counts. So that that IT admin can take actions or update the respective applications. The PC telemetry, we have about 33 various data points which are available here, 30 plus data points. So the telemetry, how much memory utilization, OS crashes, memory utilization, app failures, battery health, battery events. Yeah, so these are all like free storage remaining. So various telemetry is available here. So IT admin can take actions like, okay, based on the historical data which we are giving here, about 26 weeks of data is provided for a particular asset. So then IT admins can make a decision, okay, whether this particular PC user needs a 8 gig RAM or 16 gig RAM. So such informal decisions can be made using the data which is provided, and the data can be exported as well. Any web API access to Tech Direct functions. Yes, there are APIs available. We have SupportAssist alerts, which I mentioned about alerts. We have API for alerts. You can just read through alerts and take action. It integrate into your own ticket management system. We have telemetry APIs available. Yeah, alongside the usual warranty and case information. Let me get back to so we discussed about custom workflows and Dell author scripts, proactive, predictive. I had explained the importance of having sites and groups hierarchy way before downloading SupportAssist. And we also discussed about custom catalogs and driver management in detail. We went through the SupportAssist user interface. Yeah. Any other questions you have? Any other things I'm ready to answer? Yeah, we also went through health and application scores. Manage application security. Yeah, audit trail. So I just want to quickly give you an audit trail. So every event which you are doing, right? Everything will be tracked here. So IT tech, your technicians or administrators, whichever operations they take, all are tracked here. So I just created a catalog. It is shown here. Right? Who created it, what time, and I changed the PC update settings during our session. It is shown here. So operations are shown, as well as remote actions. Who performed which driver update. So those things are tracked here so that, yeah. Yeah, first webinar, we went over how to deploy SupportAssist. Did the first webinar go over the steps to set up this with the companies in tune and creating the small program to run on each computer? Yeah. So I'll give a quick overview just for you, not for the Intune. I'll just quickly explain. So SupportAssist can be downloaded right from here. So once it is choose a site, or for the first time, you're going to automatically a site will be created. So once you download the SupportAssist, the latest version is 4.5.3. Once SupportAssist is downloaded, it's going to download a deployment package manager. I'll just give a quick a look on how it looks. So it downloads an exe, SupportAssist deployment manager, a small wizard. It's going to, yeah, a small wizard it opens, and what you have to do is, so here you create a new deployment, provide a deployment key as an additional security measure. You define your own deployment key and enter the group name, which is optional, which I was mentioning about this, right? So then once you're done, choose the type of system, central system manager, SupportAssist. If your BIOS has password, you can choose this to download, and Dell Trusted Device to provide the security assessment. It provides a security score. If you have this agent installed, then if the customer has a proxy environment set up, provide those details here. Then there's an option, either download and install using MST or ADMX. And these details I had provided in detail in session 1. Yeah, so, and save the MST, and it's going to download the exe and MSI and other files which are required, like .NET prerequisites and those things. This is deployment wizard, right? So, or if you have SupportAssist already deployed using Intune, that is Dell Management Portal. So you need to come to modify an existing SupportAssist deployment because SupportAssist is already there on your PC via managementdell.com and Intune. So you already have SupportAssist. So all you need is a configuration. So download it. You should choose a modify flow and then choose these settings and create the needed files. And it's going to save the few KBs of file, which is a configuration file, and apply it on the existing package. So this is a deployment wizard, right? Is there a way to okay. Can you review how role-based access for different admin levels is controlled? Yeah. So it is here in settings, roles and permissions, feature role permissions, right? So you can choose who needs to do what, like administrator, technician. If you don't want a technician to run, like apply driver updates on multiple PCs, can exclude that, right? If you don't want technician to have a system restore option, where if you update a BIOS and if you want to roll back, it uses Microsoft system restore. It can be done at a PC level. So if you don't want end users to do that, or technicians to use that, so those feature role mapping can be done. So then once this is taken at user level, right? So once at user level, who should do, like choose a user and then choose a group. Okay, he's assigned to this group, and in that group, what they can do. So multiple and system restore. So this is a very granular level. Who should do what can be defined by the administrator at user level for site and group and the feature. And the definition of admin and technician, you can grant the role. Then and the KPIs also provided here. KPIs like entire fleet data, like how many pieces are connected, how many scans were done, the number of installs, scans, optimization, remediation rules, 85 issues detected, 84 issues remediated. So this entire KPI can be downloaded as a PDF and send it to like executives for presentations on how SupportAssist or IT fleet is managing. So that can be used. Right? So these are other settings. And just well quickly, this is remote support from Dell. This is not like remotely logging into your PCs, like end user PCs. It's not that. It is if your IT admins are busy and the scans have to happen and the drivers have to be updated. So you can give this option, enable this option. The customers can enable this option. Then Dell will do on behalf of the IT admin. It's like a permission to IT admin to run the scans or perform updates, right? So they don't log in like remotely log into the PC, but it's all like the way same Tech Direct, how the IT admin is doing similar things, they can do it, right? So those are the options, and yeah, I think we covered most of the topics which we plan to discuss. Thank you for your attendance. Thank you for the various questions. I hope I'm able to help you and providing the right answers. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you. This was fantastic. Wilson, we are planning to end this right about now, and this recording will be posted on dtuck.com. It'll be posted on our YouTube. You will get an email. So if you have any further questions, feel free to reach out. Member services at dtuck.com. We will be able to answer. We can get you connected with whoever you have questions for. But we really appreciate everybody's time today. We can go get to our other meetings, get to lunch, but thank you everyone for being with us today.